I'm here at the port of Eglon, Kitsap County. Normally I will fish on the beach right out near the boat launch, but I have it on good authority that the better fishing is down to the south this way. So I'm going to give that a shot. I can see there are a few anglers already here, which is a good sign. It is first light. I hope you can see something. And it's bang on low tide because this place fills with water, so you can only get access at low tide, and I have to make sure that I come back, you know, before I get cut off. So from time to time people ask me what tackle I use for fly fishing for salmon. And for me, the overriding principle is value for money, because I only fish for these salmon 2 months out of the year, and I'm notoriously hard on tackle. You know, I smash rod tips and car doors and so on. So value for money is number one. So I use an Echo Boost Blue, which is designed for saltwater, and I have it in an 8 weight. This is a great rod. It's a little aggressive on the action. You really have to cast pretty hard to put a load in it, but it works great. And then I couple that with a Sage Spectrum C, which is kind of an entry level for Sage. It's cast aluminum, and the thing I like most about it is the drag, which is indexed with numbers, so you always know that you have it on the drag setting that you want, which is really important, you know, when a big salmon grabs your fly. For a line, I have an integrated shooting head type line, which means there's a very thin running line coupled to a very aggressive weight forward front part of the line, which helps get distance with minimal back casting. And it's a full intermediate, which is what a lot of people use around here. That means that the whole line is going to sink about 1.5 inches per second. That gets your fly down quite easily to the depth that you find the coho feeding at. And the one I use is by Scientific Anglers, and it's called the Sonar Titan. So that's tackle that I use. Oh, hello. So I'm fishing Richard Stoll's Coho Special, which I featured in a previous video, and honestly this thing has just been dynamite for me this season. Since I first started using it, honestly I haven't fished much else, and it's caught me a whole bunch of coho this year, so I really love this fly. So last night there was a small craft advisory due to strong winds, and it was really blowing hard. So as you can see, it's totally calm now. The forecast has the wind picking up fairly soon with a very changeable direction. So I really don't know how feasible it's going to be to fish here much this morning. We'll see. If it stays like this, it's great. We've got a family of otters out there. Probably won't show up on the video, but yeah, it's always a cool thing to see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 4 pups. No, 5 pups and an adult. So this beach is notable for extensive eelgrass beds. Basically cover the whole beach, which is a wonderful thing for, you know, habitat-wise. But at low tide it can be quite tricky to fish a fly like a clouser minnow over it, because you will occasionally hang up on the eelgrass. Now, having said that, today I haven't had too much problem. I have been down in the eelgrass a couple of times, but it's been pretty easy to pull out. So just something to be aware of when you fish here at low tide. Fish on. All right. This one is a hatchery fish, but I'm not taking any fish today, so I'm just gonna get him unhooked and put him back. Nice start. So Eglon has been here since around the turn of the last century, and it was a mosquito fleet dock. And in fact, I think until the 1930s there was no road here, so the steam ferry would be the only way that you could get around, unless it was on horseback. And it used to be a thriving little community. There was a post office here and a general store, all that kind of thing. I believe one of the early landowners was the lighthouse keeper at the Point No Point lighthouse. Must have been an important guy around here. So yeah, kind of an interesting history. I believe the name comes from, it's the name of an old Hebrew king, I believe. I thought it was probably going to be the name of someone who, you know, bought land around here, but no, it was named after, you know, a biblical figure. I don't know these things just randomly, I can assure you. I used to be, for a while, on the staff of the wonderful Bainbridge Island Historical Museum, so I read up on a lot of local history, and some of it is stuck, other details I forget. So if I'm wrong about anything regarding Eglon, Eglon residents, you have my apologies. So there's a steady soaking light rain at the moment. It's kind of coming into my face, and it is very unpleasant. It's cold and miserable. I'm going to keep fishing for a little while. Oh, that was a pretty aggressive grab there, just missed it. So just for a change, I decided to switch over to the other outfit I brought with me, which is my 7-weight rod, and I've actually got a new reel on this one. This is the Lamson Liquid S. I do have the old model of the Lamson Liquid. This is the upgrade. I must say I like it a lot. It's got a nicer drag on it. And what I'm fishing is this little sand lance pattern. So this is just the weight of the hook really, and the resin. So it might help me stay above that eelgrass a little bit better, because I have been hooking into it quite a lot recently. Okay, so quick change of tactics. I've made my way back to the northern end of the beach, the part that I'm most familiar with, nearest to the boat ramp. Just gonna give it a chuck out here, see if there's anything doing. It's gone really quiet. It's gone really quiet down there. A couple of other fly anglers have just arrived on the beach within the last few minutes. I'm getting ready to call it a day actually. been about 4 hours, and that's long enough. Well, the Coho season here in Marine Area 9 finishes in 3 days, so it'll be my last session of the year, at least in Area 9. My wife goes away to the UK to see her family in a couple of days, and she's going to be gone some weeks. And my job is to stay home and look after our very elderly little dog. So I may not get out very much more in the next couple of weeks. I'll do some fly tying. I might put up a fly tying video. Anyway, I've had a really pretty nice morning here at Eglon. Just the one fish, but you know, you can't ask for more than that. I'm happy having one fish. And yeah, so I will see you in the next video. All the best.